Austrian Airways flight OS655 to Kishinev is now boarding.
I got involved first at WJR last summer when I sat down with Paul, the executive director of WJR, and said I had experience in fundraising and wanted to get involved now that I'm here in London.
My mother has been volunteering with World Jewish Relief for a while, and that's how I heard about this internship. And I rang up to find out more information, and it sounded really suitable for what I wanted.
What attracted me to the World Jewish Relief is its ability to help, but also give a helping hand to the community so that they can have the tools to empower themselves and to move the community forward.
I think it's probably going to be quite emotional. I don't really know how I'm going to react to see people that, their grandparents were the contemporaries of my grandparents living in the same place. I was lucky enough that my grandpa got on a boat and ended up having a great life in England. I'm going to meet people who are in the same position as me but are a lot less fortunate.
So the boys and the whole family, is this the whole...
All of the family is living in this room.
The boys sleep here, and I sleep there.
Is there a kitchen or...
Generally, we cook here. Last year was a harsh winter, minus 25 degrees. This year, we're expecting minus 30.
Water? Is there running water? I saw a well when we came in.
Yes, we have to use the well.
The supplies that Hesed provides to them, what does it mean to them and how does it affect?
Скажите, пожалуйста, вам какую-то помощь оказывают?
Chesed helps a lot. We get medicine. In winter, we get coal, and they provide food for the kids.
What kind of hope for the future of his kids does he have?
Скажите, пожалуйста, какие у вас надежды, связанные с будущим для вас?
It's very difficult to say.
I don't understand how this family survives the winter. It's minus 30 degrees in this house, and they have pretty much no heating. They have like a stove with a couple of coals and a few thick blankets. It's unfathomable.
The sons can't even get to school when it snows.
They also just don't really have much personal space. I mean, 4 of them living in the same room, sleeping in the same room. The boys are 17 and 13, and at that stage of life, to be still sharing a bedroom with your parents, and they're sharing a bed, even the 2 boys.
We asked the father, what hope do you have for your kids? And he was almost left speechless.
This is 3 hours from London. It's kind of 20 minutes across from the major city.
Yeah, we gave a few gifts of just soap, toothbrush, very basic things, and the father genuinely just said he can can thank us enough, really. We're here at the Jewish Community Centre in Kishinev, and we're about to go and visit the vocational training programme for single vulnerable mothers. It's a place where they can get training in computer skills, Romanian language and general confidence to go into job interviews.
What was the biggest skill that you were able to learn through your course?
It made me more independent. It helped me communicate with people and with my children too.
I was extremely inspired to meet a group of women who are now going to be the next generation that can completely support themselves. They've managed to find work, they have skills. We met a lady who's opened her own business, a woman who's now working in an office.
Two of the women that I was speaking to tonight hadn't worked in years, didn't have the confidence to start working, and now went through the course, have their jobs, their children are proud of them. You can see a sense of confidence in themselves, and it's great to see them later in life kind of finding a new spirit to go out there and change and do different things.
It's the end to welfare and it's the beginning to supporting themselves. So I'm standing here with Luda, who works as a caseworker and actually looks after this family. It's a family with two little twin girls who are just 6 years old.
Glad to see you.
The father's actually left the family, lives in Moscow, works there. They receive no help from him at all. The only income they have comes from the mother of the kids, who has basically a kind of unofficial paper round.
Glad to see you.
Hi. They rely completely on World Jewish Relief, on the food baskets they receive, and we're about to go and meet the family. Yeah, Karen. It's Jess.
Did you draw the paintings on the computer or you?
Planшет.
And are the kids naughty or do they behave well?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Eugen because I leave home very early in the morning and I get back very late.
Да. И еще одна маленькая.
А как говорится по-английски до завтра?
До завтра, until tomorrow. It was pretty overwhelming actually to see a family like that living in pretty much really, really, really basic conditions. And there was one question that one of the group asked. They said, "How do you feel about the fact that you receive aid from Chesed?" And she said, "We don't receive aid from them. We live through them. Like they're what kind of give us their lifeline." It was. I mean, to see a family like that.
A lot of days she works from 4 a.m. until about 11 p.m. and I asked her if her kids were naughty or well behaved, but she didn't even know because, I mean, they're asleep when she gets back in, so I don't think she gets to spend much time with her kids. But the kids seem very happy, and which was lovely to see.
Knowing that they're one of thousands and thousands of families living around here makes me just want to go home and tell 100 people that there are Jews, there are people just like us living in horrendous living conditions that survive only on the aid that we give. So I want to go back home to England and tell people to come on a mission like this, to give, to help, to give time, to give money, to try and give these people a lifeline.
Прощайтесь.